Alright, so start of the weekend has to be good. And how we're starting our weekend is taking the Talaria. Khalid's right there, he's got the Sur-Ron, Munder's on his way, and we're headed to an awesome track in Bandar Khairan. I hope you guys like this video. So I've had the Talaria for about a month now, but I've never really ridden it on a really heavy and really technical course. So this track was going to be the first time that I really take it on a hard trail. Let me tell you a little bit about this trail. So we had to get special permission to get here, but it is one of the most challenging ones that I've done so far. It's not too long of a trail, but it is a very technical one. Really steep inclines, really steep drops. It's got loose rocks, a lot of ruts, and if you go wrong, you're gonna fall right off the mountain. It's a lot of fun.
So by the way, the entire trail up to now, this bike has been an eco. I haven't put it into the sports mode yet because honestly, I haven't needed the sports mode. It's perfectly fine just going on the eco mode. Sick, honestly. I love the power, I love the control, I love the height. I did have to modify the the battery a bit because although there's a lock in here, the battery is quite loose and it rattles around when you ride around. So I found a solution for that. I'll show you that solution later. But check this view out, guys. Woo! This is one sick track, honestly. So glad Khalid got me here.
So soon we arrived to our first stop on this trail, which is a platform that Khalid had set up when he was working on his project of dome tents. The view from this location is out of this world.
Oh wow. This is Oman.
جماعة الخير شوفوا المنظر ورانا مكان ولا أروع. Look at that view, guys. So we came up here on the Talaria and the Sur-Ron. Look at that. Beautiful. Out of this world. Summer in this part of the world is not the most ideal time to go out on your bikes in the middle of the afternoon. But hey, when you're passionate, that's what happens. Anyway, trying out the Talaria so far, I was pretty happy with the performance. We decided to continue on this trail. A few more inclines, a few more hills, and a few more adventures lay ahead. To get to the next stop on our trail, we had to go through a pretty heavy downhill. Now, I haven't done a downhill like this in a very long time, neither on the Sur-Ron or the Talaria. So this was gonna be exciting. So from that downhill experience, I can tell you that the brakes on this thing are pretty good. But what goes down must also come back up. And that's where I made a huge mistake.
Let's try this. I don't know how good I'm gonna be at this, but I can give it a try.
So my mistake was that on the way, well, half the way up the hill, Khalid had already stopped and gotten off his bike, and I had to step on the brake. And I still had my brake safety mechanism on the Talaria on, which means that in order for the bike to go, I need to release the brake. But if I'd release the brake, the bike would fall backwards. So I was stuck in a dilemma. The Talaria is not as light as the Sur-Ron either, so that made a huge difference. But I was lucky enough that Munder just arrived, and he was gonna save the day. So the problem here is that when you have the brake safety system engaged, you need to release the brake, and there's a lag of a few seconds before you can actually step on the gas and get this thing to keep going up. And that's exactly what was happening. Every time I would release the brake, it would roll back down. So the only way for me to get up was to have someone actually hold up the bike as an artificial brake, so I can let go of both brakes and get the gears to work and the bike to go.
Woo! Because the brake is on, right?
Yeah.
So, oh wait, hold the bike up. You got it?
امسك انا بمسك بريك.
بس هدي.
اوكي.
لا تمسك بريك، امسك البايك انت شوية. خالد خذ من قدام. خذ من قدام.
I want to help you.
Just hold the bike, okay? Go. Let go.
And finally, with Munder holding up the bike as an artificial brake, I was able to get rid of that lag, step on the gas, and get it to go uphill.
I'm guessing you guys saw that? That kind of thing happens when you don't take the safety brake system off. I pressed on the brake on the hill and couldn't get the bike to go because I needed the brake.
Such a show off, Munder. Such a show off. So these kind of technical rides are when you really find out what these machines are really made of. So the Sur-Ron, of course, is lighter, better throttle response. It's a bit of a more, let's say, matured product. Having said that, the Talaria is a beast. It's out of this world. The amount of torque and power it has, the width of it makes a huge difference when you're riding this bike on trails like this. And the weight also makes it feel like it's a bit more stable. Now, there are things on this bike that I would really want to change from the get-go. And number one would be the throttle response, which I heard that there's a fix for. And number two would be the front forks. The RST Killer Forks are just not that good. But all of those things can be changed. Overall, I'm loving having the Talaria. It's an amazing bike. It's very different than a Sur-Ron. And once again, I think when I do the comparison video, which will be out sometime this week, you guys will really get to know what I think about both bikes and what is different. Now, if you like the stuff on this channel, you like the videos on this channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to keep exploring.